Alright, you guys, welcome to pile number 1. If you chose this pile, you chose this bird that I have here. It's just a little stand, and I have these crystals hanging on it. So if you chose that, or you looked at the timestamp below and you decided that you were drawn to the numbers. Oh, I'm dropping my crystals. I have some angelite here. That's what just fell. That's what that noise was. Yeah, so this is the reading for pile number 1. If you guys watched my video last week, I believe pile number 1 was in up front, like a front-facing video. And all of my videos are different, like each reading is a little different. My setup is a little different. So you might also want to check out other piles just to see the different setups that I try to do. Sometimes I'm called to do readings outside and I'll sit outside and do them. And other times I feel drawn to sit in front of the camera and do them, like last week. So let's see what we have here. We have the Knight of Wands. Alright, so I'm seeing adventure. I'm seeing like a new journey is ahead of you. And because you got the Knight of Wands, this really brings passion, it brings courage, that you're going to need to, or that this is going to be required for you to take that next step, that next phase in your life. You have to realize that now is the time to take that action and just step outside of your planning phase and start making moves. You want to make sure that you're making thoughtful decisions when you make a decision. You don't want to just jump ahead without planning. What messages do we have for pile number 1? What messages do we have for pile number 1? What messages? We got the Lovers card. It looks like there's something standing in your way of a decision that you're trying to make or a journey that you're trying to take. And you need to listen to your heart and listen to your intuition. You need to be careful that you're not being deceived. By what's blocking you from this journey or this path. And you really need to listen to yourself. You really need to listen to your heart and listen to your guide, you just need to listen to yourself. You're somebody whose intuition is very strong, and you are somebody who's very smart. So when you follow your heart and you follow your intuition, your journey, like that way will be clear for you. But whatever it is that's deceiving you is blocking your path right now. It's like you have this huge mountain in front of you and you can see your destination. You can see where you want to get to. You can see that goodness, but this thing that's deceiving you is blocking your path right now. It's blocking your way. So you're on this endless journey within yourself because you're not making a plan or you're not following a plan. You're alright, so here I'm seeing, like, you know that there's something that you have to do and you have to make a decision. You have to stop ignoring it just because it's easier to ignore things than to deal with them head on. And you have to believe that you can do this. Like, you have to believe it in your heart and follow your intuition and know that you can do this. You can make it. Like, you got this. Alright, we have the King of Pentacles. What I'm seeing is that you need to like keep the vision that you have and stay true to that vision. Ooh, did you just hear that snow fall on the roof? You need to be disciplined and you need to be ambitious, but you can see clear. You can see what you're working towards. You just need to make this decision that's holding you back and just practice patience with it, with this decision. Patience is very important. I feel like you're somebody that's not very patient. You like a quick fix or a fast resolution, and you're not somebody that practices patience. And patience is very important here because you have this vision, and you may be patient in other things, but when it comes to like following your heart and your vision, you are not having patience, and that's why you're struggling a little bit. What are their... Alright, I was going to ask what other cards do we have for pile number 1, but we got the World. That's so funny because it's like saying you got the world, you have these gifts, you have the ability to have the things that you desire. You can have it all, but you have to follow this plan and you have to stay focused on your plan and make this decision that you have to make so that you can have the world and you can just relax and have peace. You need to keep moving. Don't let yourself give up, because if you give up, you're not going to know what might have happened. I'm being very drawn to the color in the hair on this picture. It's like pink. It's brown hair with pink in it. And I just like the way it looks. But I'm being very drawn to that. So maybe that's how your hair looks. If this reading is for you. Like maybe... I'm also being very drawn to yellow. And I feel like this is like a light shining or a light burning under your feet, like saying, let's go, like it's time, you have to make this decision. You have to take charge and choose a pathway. So depending on which way you go, you can succeed. Either way you're going to succeed, but one way if you go, you're going to succeed and it's going to be like a fun ride. And then the other way if you go, it's going to be like you'll succeed, but you're going to struggle a little more, but you're going to learn a little more. You're going to learn things along the way of your decision, and you'll still succeed, but you'll gain something. I'm getting like you'll gain something in the process. But if you just follow your heart and follow your intuition, then the decision that you make, it's going to benefit you. Like, I see this as a very beneficial thing. Whatever the decision is that you have to make, it's going to benefit you in some way. But depending on the path that you have to take to get there, you might have to struggle a little, but there's a purpose in that struggle. And it might not make sense now, but if that's the path that you choose to take, then it's going to make sense at that time. You'll be like, oh yeah, this is what that message meant. So that might be for somebody like very in particular, I don't know. If that message doesn't resonate with you, then just don't worry about it. And we'll move on. But let's see. So we got the Ten of Cups. And we got the King of Swords. So, yeah, I mean, this right here is exactly what we were just saying. The outcome, oh my gosh, can you hear the snow falling on the roof? The outcome of the situation is going to be good. Like, you're going to have happiness. You're going to have, like, this good outcome. You're going to find positivity. It's going to make positive changes in your life. It's not going to be easy, but if you just take charge and you continue to stay focused, continue to follow your intuition, you're going to be like this person. You're going to be like the world. You're going to be like everything worked out. And you're going to be able to relax at that time. But you just have to really think about this journey that you're going to take. We have some oracle cards. We're going to see if we can get any clearer messages. And there they are. All right, we got number 18. 18 might be of significance to you. We got raising winds, magical release, calling intention, and stronghold. And it looks like my battery is about to die, so let me switch that out real quick. Sorry about that, guys. My battery died. I had to switch it out real quick. But anyways, we got the card of Hollowed Hearts and we got Raising Winds. And both of these cards are very interesting to me. One, because of the roses on this particular card. The roses are coming up out of her chest, out of her heart, and it's like she's growing something. She's growing this plan while she's sleeping. Like, it's something in her mind that she's thinking about, and it's something that there's so much passion behind this. We have the number 30 here. The number 30 might be of significance to you. The number 3 might be of significance to you. Just remember your vision. Remember what you see. And remember the plan that you have for yourself. Because this journey, if you can figure out what is deceiving you and what is standing in your way, this journey is going to be like magic for you. It's going to be something that is going to it's like what you're wishing for is exactly what you're going to get. It's like you can have what it is that you're seeking. You can have this happy ending. You just have to make a decision. So I don't know what that decision is, but you have to listen to your heart and follow your intuition and make a decision. And you're very smart. You know that one way can be super easy for you, but is the easier way the better way? Like, is the easier way going to teach you something? Are you going to learn something by taking that easier route just because it's easy? Like, sometimes going the longer route and going through a struggle is actually the better path, because in the long run it's going to have a greater success. It's going to have more positivity in your life. What messages do we have for group number 1? What messages do we have for pile number 1? What messages do we have for pile number 1? What messages do we have for pile number 1? All right. Always remember you're precious and loved. We have the owls. I'm really drawn to the eyes on that picture. Maybe you're somebody that's been told you're that you have really pretty eyes. And remember that you're precious and loved is telling me to remind you that there is always somebody who loves you. There's always going to be one person that sees you like you're just incredible. And it's just saying, like, really appreciate the person that you are. And then we got, the joy of the Lord is your strength. So I don't know if you're somebody who prays, or if you believe in God, or if you believe in a higher power, or if you believe in anything. Just remember that you have strength in those beliefs. This card is so pretty, but I'm really drawn to the rose again. And there was a rose in the other oracle card that I was really drawn to. And I feel like roses might be a sign or a significance to you. Like maybe when you see roses, this indicates something important for you. It might also be the color of it, the passion behind it. So that's all for our reading for pile number 1. I hope that you guys got something out of this reading. I hope that you are able to make this decision that you have to make. And it looks like you have a very positive future ahead of you, as long as you stay focused on your goal. And I'm getting one more thing for group number 1 before I let you go. I'm getting that there's some kind of transition that you have to go through. Like you are starting out as one thing and transforming into another. And I'm not really sure what that means, but maybe that's of importance to somebody. But I'm just hearing like there's a transformation that's going to happen. You're going to see like this big transformation. So that's it for pile number 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did get anything out of this video, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know that what I'm doing is helping in some way. And I will continue to make these kind of videos for you guys. If you didn't resonate with this pile, or if you ever feel drawn to another pile, you should go listen to that reading too, because the readings are always very different, and sometimes you might get something from each pile. But that's all. So thank you guys so much for watching. Alright, this reading is for group number 2. If you chose the skeleton head, or the number 2, or from the timestamp below, then this reading is going to be for you. I hope you guys are having a good day. I have a piece of azurite here that I just got, so I'm going to be reading with this stone close to me. And I have a piece of labradorite here that I'm going to be having near me as well. Alright, so let's see what messages do we have for pile number 2. What messages do we have for pile number 2? Wow, there's so many flying out here. Let's see if we can get one more. Can I get one more card before I read this message? Alright, so I see right now that you're growing something. You're on a mission to remove negativity from your life, and you're growing something very positive. You are trying to take charge of the situation and celebrate your accomplishments, but you're being tied down, and I'm really being focused on money is holding you back right now. Like, you haven't been planning like finances very well. You've been maybe overspending or over indulging in something that you really like. And it's time to just take a step back and look at your overall situation and see what changes you need to make a more positive outcome in your life, regarding money or regarding a plan that you have that requires money. So in order to not be tied up, in order to not feel like things are turned upside down, you need to be nurturing towards yourself, and you need to take care of your health. Like, maybe try to eat better. I'm seeing a blue bird, and that might be of significance to somebody. I'm getting a lot of growth in your future. Like, there's a lot of growth coming within yourself. There's some kind of growth happening, but you need to take care of yourself in order for that growth to happen. You're being celebrated, you're being looked at. Like, a lot of people are watching you, and a lot of people look up to you, and they see your accomplishments, and they are like inspired by you. And whatever it is that you're looking at, that you're seeing ahead, it's something that you're very driven by. Let's see if we have any other messages for pile number 2. That one came out upright, so I'm going to leave it upright even though it flipped. I see there's a conflict in your life. You're going up against somebody right now. Like, there's somebody that is trying to take charge of your life and your situation, and you need to give yourself enough love and know that you can choose whichever way to go, but right now I see you're really butting heads with somebody. Like, there's a lot of conflict around this situation, and it might be related to money, but there's a lot of conflict that you're needing to remove from your life. Because we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords facing each other, and that's the way they came out in this reading, I'm seeing like you're in a battle, and it might be a battle within yourself. It might be that you're fighting with your own self against something, that you need to stay focused on what your outcome is going to be. We have the Ten of Cups that just fell out. And I just want to say, if you were drawn to click on this video, because of the skeleton. This skeleton, I don't know if you could see it from the picture, but it has a lot of roses on it, and it has a butterfly on it, and I'm being very drawn to the butterfly. Butterflies may symbolize something important for you. I was always told that if a butterfly comes and lands on you, it's like somebody coming from heaven and giving you a kiss, like saying a hello. So you might associate butterflies in that way. I'm getting that you're somebody that really, you enjoy your life, you try to make the best out of your situation and do the best you can with any given circumstance you have, and you keep your focuses very in line with the things that are important in life. Like, you are very focused on you're very focused on your home life and your family. And you've been given a lot of gifts, but within those gifts, there's been some disasters. But you hold the power in your situation to make things better, and financially, things can get a lot better if you start planning things better and making a plan. I'm seeing you have a lot of worry and a lot of concern around money, because we went through the holidays, and it's like a negative in your life right now. But you need to remember that I'm being very drawn to the flower, the red rose, and because the skeleton has dead roses on it, I feel like that's like symbolizing like a block in your life, or it might be what's making you feel tied up. Do we have any other messages for pile number 2? Don't forget that one bad day doesn't mean you have a bad life. You might be struggling with a situation right now that is making it seem like your world's upside down, but just remember, this situation doesn't define your life. It doesn't determine what tomorrow's going to bring, and you need to just take charge of the situation, really make a plan for what you want, and be true to yourself, be true to who you are. Okay, we got one more card, the King of Cups. So yeah, you can definitely see that you're somebody who is very proud and like happy in your achievements, but you're somebody that's very driven to want more. And maybe it's time for you to like go on vacation or plan a vacation. And I know we were talking about finances being an issue, but maybe it's that you need to see life for what it is. Like, you need to enjoy life more and take time to travel and not focus so much on like rocky waters. Like, don't put your time and energy into the things that aren't working in your life, and focus more on the positive and take charge of your situations. Alright, let me pull a couple oracle cards. We got wildness, service, and choices with the number 19, and it's like you're in between those two choices again, like the two things that you're facing head on, or that you're facing that you have to take charge with. You have to make a choice, because there's two ways that things can go, and I'm being very drawn to the number 19. And I'm getting a lot of feeling of like you're hiding behind a version of yourself that you want to change. Like, people see you as very happy, but you're somebody that you feel maybe sad, and you have a choice to make, and it's time to make that choice. Alright, and then we have Banyan Blessing, Security, the Hermit, Expansion, Stability. I'm getting like it's time to let people help you. You don't have to be in this dark cloud. You don't have to be this person stuck behind a mask, always surviving. Like, you can accept help when people offer it to you, and know like you're very strong in your way. Like, you're someone who's very independent and you don't like to receive help from people, but I'm seeing that it might be important for you to accept help. You need to not live behind this mask of yourself and not isolate yourself so much. Like, open your arms to those around you and let people in. I feel like you're someone who's been very hurt in the past, and you carry this shadow with you of like not letting people close to you because you don't want to feel pain or what it could bring. But if you open your mind or open your eyes and let people in, the security that you'll feel, it's going to show you some type of stability in your life. I just want to pull one more oracle card to see if we can get a clearer message. Alright, and we got Witch's Wounds, Remedy, Magical Medicine, and Sacred Heart, Another Day. So yeah, you always, I'm being very drawn to the numbers 333. If you're somebody that follows angel numbers, then you should look up that number and see if it has any significance to you. If you look up, just search angel number 333 and see what it says. Remember that tomorrow's another day, and if you want to start making a better future for yourself, it's time to start planning and follow like, I feel like you were taught how to budget money from somebody. You were taught about the importance of keeping your finances in line, and because of what you're trying to grow right now, I feel like that's a very important message for you. And I just want to pull one more card to close out this reading, because I still feel like the message is kind of unclear. So can I have one more card to clarify the overall message for reading for group number 2? Can I have one more card? Alright, so we had a few of them fly out, so we're going to just shuffle them back in, and I just am looking for one more card. So I'm looking for one more card, one more message, just one. And actually what I want to do is I want to cut the deck, and then we're going to see what card we have. So we have the Page of Swords. Alright, so we got the Page of Swords, and this overall message for you is that I see you're wanting more out of life, and you are... This card is like showing that you have the energy to pursue your dreams. You can take action and find new ways that you can be creative and share your gifts with the world. Like, what were you put on this earth to do? Like, what message were you put on this earth to deliver? And you're ambitious, you're a go-getter, you're somebody that can make this happen. Like, you can make your dreams happen, but you have to fight for what you want, take charge, and go out there and do it and make it happen. So that's all for your reading for group number 2. I hope that you got something out of this message. If you did, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. I hope that what I'm doing has helped in some way. If you resonate at all with this message, I would love to hear which part of it in particular resonated with you. And I will see you guys in next week's reading. Thanks for watching. Hello, you guys. Welcome. Wow, I'm like barely shuffling and cards are already jumping out. I have to wait because I'm not ready yet. I'm still setting my stuff up a little bit. I have my cards behind me. I have my, well, first, welcome. This is the reading for pile number 3 this week. I don't know if you watched my video last week, but you'll see different piles have different settings behind them. Some of them I'm outside, some of them I feel called to just put the camera on the cards. So this one I am being called to just sit and record here for you guys. So welcome to pile number 3. We have our fluorite with amethyst here. This is such a pretty crystal. I have my labradorite here. I don't know if you can see that shine. It's so beautiful. And then I have my pyrite here. So those are the crystals I have here with me. I also have these 3 little teeny tiny pieces of azurite, but I keep them in this baggie because they're super small. I don't know if you can even see it on camera. So yeah, that's what I have here with me. We need our oracle cards and these. I have other crystals here behind me. I have some incense going. We have a candle going. Our fire in the background. So we are starting with the tarot cards first. So let's see what we have. What messages do we have for pile number 3? What messages do we have for pile number 3? Alright. 4 of Swords. I'm getting that you have a lot on your mind right now. You are in between reality and a dream. Like, you are having all this stress because of because there's just something on your mind. There's something weighing heavy on you, and there's something on your mind. There's something that is really stressing you out right now, and all you feel like you want to do is lay in bed and sleep, and the days are just passing by, and you're just stuck in this position of being exhausted and needing rest. You definitely need your rest. That's one thing I'm getting, is you need to like rest your head a little bit. I just realized that my cards are all messed up. some of them are flipped the front way and some of them are flipped backwards. Not upside down or anything. I mean, some of them are upside down, but I read the cards in reverse, so if they come out in reverse, that's fine, but some of them were just flipped around where I could see them as I was shuffling them. What messages do we have for pile number 3? What messages do we have for pile number 3? Take charge on what is causing you stress. Don't let it flip your life upside down, because you are in control of the situation. You guys, I'm excited because this year is the lunar eclipse on March 25th. I don't know if you know that. And if you follow the moon phases at all, we're in the waxing crescent right now. And I just trimmed my hair yesterday. I cut my hair by the moon, so it helps it grow faster. And that just means I cut it between the new moon and the full moon, because that's the time for the most growth. Alright, let's see what cards we got. You have many gifts. You're a very giving person. You're the kind of person that you put others before yourself, and you're constantly giving. You're sometimes over giving, like you might give too much, and that might seem like it's a good thing, but it's causing you a lot of stress. Like, you're a person that doesn't know how to say no, and it might be time for you to start realizing that and realize that it's important for you to say no sometimes. You don't always have to agree to everything. You don't always have to feel this guilt or shame if you're not able to help somebody. Like, it's okay to say no. You have to realize that. You don't give yourself enough credit for who you are, and that might be why you have to feel the need to always say yes to everything, because you were never taught how to say no. Like, you've just grown learning that you're always need to be obedient and agree to things. I'm very drawn here to the color red. And this could signify fire, and you might be a fire sign, so you might be an Aries, you might be a Leo. Let's see, what else do we have for pile number 3? What other messages do we have for pile number 3? I have so many cards flying out that I can't even keep track of them. Okay, we have the card of strength. We have 8 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the Death card. So yeah, it's definitely time for you to take a look at how much you're doing for everyone, and see that it's not always your responsibility to care for others. A lot might have been put on your shoulders in terms of responsibility, but it's not your responsibility to take care of someone else's responsibility. Like, you might be having this responsibility put on your shoulders, but in reality, it's not really your responsibility. So you shouldn't be feeling bad if you have to say no, if you can't help, or if you can't help, or if you're just feeling like it's causing you too much chaos and you're not getting rest over it, you're losing sleep over it. It's time to walk away and start seeing that the cup in your corner is half full, not half empty. And you'll see if you start saying no to more things, it's going to give you this empowerment within yourself that's going to make you feel stronger, and you're going to realize that you can live for yourself. You don't have to live for everyone else. We're going to pull a couple oracle cards and see what we get. What messages do we have for pile number 3? What messages do we have for pile number 3? What messages do we have for pile number 3? What messages do we have for pile number 3? So pile number 3 is feeling like they have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. There's a lot of living for other people, and it's just time to end that. It's time to end that cycle. It's time to be free. And look at the card that we just got. We got the Burning Man, Collective Power, Supreme Prayer, 3 of Cups, and Celebration. And just look at how free he looks on this card. And he's opening his arms, and they're wide and spread. And the Burning Man part of this is the part of you always agreeing to everything and never standing up for yourself or saying no. And it's causing you so much like burning within you. It's causing you so much flame in your heart, and it's causing you to really become cold, because even though you're saying yes to everything around you, it's hurting you, and it's not good to keep living this way. It's kind of like a cycle, and you just need to break free from that and live for yourself for a little bit. We got the numbers 2 and 6, so those numbers might be of significance to you. What other messages do we have for pile number 3? What messages do we have for pile number 3? That one just flew out. So we got the Ancestors card, Family, Survival, Death, and Worship. So this is kind of like what I was just talking about. You have too much put on your shoulders, and this might be related to family. You might be taking the responsibility of family members that it should be on them, but it's all put on you. And I don't really know what that means. I feel like this message is for somebody in particular, like somehow your family is affecting you, but it's causing you like this stress. It's causing you so much like anxiety and stress, and all you want to do is be in bed all day, and that's not a life. That's not a way to live. And you just need to find a way to find happiness, start living, and stop surviving all the time. We have the number 1. And I don't know if you're somebody that prays, but if you do pray, pray about your situation, pray for guidance, and just ask for guidance in what you should do in this situation. Because if you feel like you're going to say no and it's going to cause your family to like disregard how you feel and your feelings, or they're going to become angry or upset, then maybe pray about the situation and just see if that helps. We have one more set of oracle cards, so let's see what messages we have for pile number 3. Ooh, I have a splinter. I was chopping wood to make a little fire. It snowed out last night, and so I was chopping a little wood to warm up the house a little bit, and I got a splinter. Alright, let's see what cards we have. So we got 3 cards. We got the God of Peace be with you. It looks like this and has flowers all around it. So that's what we were just talking about. You need peace in your life. You need this peace to be with you. You need to find a happiness in your life and learn to start saying no to things as a respect to yourself. Because I feel like this reading is for somebody that you don't really stand up for yourself. You kind of just go with the flow because you don't want to disappoint people. Maybe attention is something really important to you, and it's not worth losing the attention of those people. I still feel like I have a splinter. Alright. You got the Lord will hold you in his hand, a splendid crown in the hand of God. And the card looks like this. It's super pretty. And then we got be joyful always. And those are your messages for group number 3. So I hope you got something out of this message. I hope this helped you in some way. And if you did get something out of this reading, actually, I'm being drawn to do one more thing for this reading. So before I let you go, we have one more thing that we're going to do. We have these charms, and we're just going to see, because I'm curious that since there's so much heaviness on your shoulders, since there's so much heaviness on your shoulders, and since I feel like you have so much responsibility on your shoulders, and it's not necessarily something you want, I just want to see if there's like a more positive message for you. So we have these little charms, and we're just going to see what we get. Okay, so we have our broomstick on malachite, which is the type of stone that it is. And let's see. This is going to be a direct answer to your question. So maybe you have a question in mind, and this is going to be your direct answer to that question. You'll find peace outside of your normal environment. That's what this message is for you. So you'll find peace outside of your natural environment. So whatever environment that may be that you're in right now, whatever situation that's causing you to feel this way, or feel this amount of responsibility on your shoulders because you keep saying yes to everything, you're going to find peace looking outside of this situation. And then we have, let's see, the cauldron. Alright, and this is saying, so you got the cauldron on this one, and it landed on magic point. So this is saying to like consider all your options. Consider all your options when you are making your decisions. Stop just agreeing to everything. Stop just coming out right away and agreeing and saying yes. Consider all your options and then make your decision. Alright, so that's all. We also have the wand in gray agate. It just looks like this. So this little charm, so let's see. So the wand represents the element of air, and I'm just trying to remember this. It's like you're being given a greater... It's like you're being given a greater amount. You're being given a greater amount of information. It's so confusing. Maybe you're an element of air. I don't know if you know your sign, if you're an air sign. And I can't think of it off the top of my head. Which signs are the air signs? But you might be an air sign. If you know your sign, you might want to look into what your sign is, like your sun sign or your rising sun sign. Alright, so that's it for pile number 3. I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it helped you in some way. I hope you find some positivity in your life, because from what it sounds like, you're carrying a lot of stress on your shoulders, and I want you to be able to feel peace in your heart and feel happiness and see the goodness in each day. And you have to start within yourself to be able to do that. So if you guys got something out of this reading, leave me a comment down below. Let me know that what I'm doing is helping. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Thanks for watching.